Good morning, Virginia FFA. I'm Burruss Hall, retired ag teacher from Floyd County, and been given the honor and the privilege to come here today to introduce a young lady for her retiring address. I can remember as an 8th grader how she was sort of afraid she was always going to be in the shadows of her older brother, who had a pretty miraculous career at Floyd County. This young lady did a whole lot more than he did. She'd been to nationals with the FFA band twice. She went to national land judging, placed in the top 4%. She was 14-time divisional out of 336. And I feel honored and privileged to be here today to introduce you to probably the most outstanding student I ever had an opportunity to teach, Miss Alice Cox.
Back in the fall, I had the opportunity to spend some time with a friend that I hadn't seen in forever. We had a few days to catch up with each other's lives and see what all we had been up to. I was enjoying the time I was spending with her, but one thing continually bothered me. The fact that she would stop dead in the middle of a conversation to take a picture and post it to Instagram. Now, this wasn't a quick post to Instagram because we had to make sure this picture was straight. We had to pick out the perfect filter. And don't even get me started on picking emojis. She frustrated me to the point that I almost exploded on her one night. But for once, I took a second to stop and think before I opened my mouth. Alice, don't you do the same exact thing? Chapter visits, training, leadership conferences, when you're hanging out with your friends. You take more pictures than any one person can need for any purpose. This caused me to continue to think for the next few days. What other things had I kind of missed out on because I was too busy trying to take pictures? And it really came true when we began our trip to South Africa. We had 2 days worth of orientation, and one of the projects that we did while we were in orientation is we had to stop, think, and reflect on some goals that we had for the coming experience. Now, when we went to South Africa, this was my first trip internationally. And at that point in time, I didn't know whether I would ever travel internationally ever again. So I knew that I wanted to take a bunch of pictures to bring home and show all of my family and all my friends so that I could show them exactly what I saw while I was in South Africa. But while I was sitting there and reflecting, I realized something. There was a goal that I needed to make, even though I didn't want to. And that goal was to take less pictures and actually experience what was going on in the moment. Because one problem I had is when I take pictures at church camp, or if I take pictures when we're hanging out with our teammates, I can't exactly remember what was going on and why I took that picture to begin with. So I knew that I needed to take less pictures and actually experience the moment so that I could explain to others what I did while I was in South Africa. Now, I was so excited after we started this trip because for once I was succeeding at this goal so easily. I found other ways of occupying my hands at the farm visits because I took a few notes and then some pictures to accompany it. But it kind of came down a little bit when we decided to go to Cliptown. Now, Cliptown here is a shanty town, an area just outside of Soweto, South Africa, that has 75 to 80% unemployment. Now, we had also talked to the past state officer team, and one thing that they always talked about was Cliptown and how impactful it was for them. And I built this moment so far up in my head that Cliptown would be a life-changing moment for me. I wanted to take so many pictures to be able to take back and show people. But before I got off the bus, I found myself standing at my seat as the other state officers filed off with my camera in hand thinking, what happens if I take this with me? Am I really going to experience that life-changing moment? Or am I just going to be too busy trying to make sure that picture is perfect? then hit me. This was the moment that I was afraid of when I set that goal. That this goal was going to be really hard to achieve because I wanted to take those pictures to take back to my family. But I also wanted to learn that life lesson. So I found myself, camera in hand, at my bus seat. For the first time in the entire trip, I left my camera laying and walked off the bus. As I walked off the bus, I glanced to my left over the railroad tracks, and it looked to be a normal town in South Africa. While I glanced to my right, on the side of the railroad tracks I was standing on, they're run-down brick buildings. As our guide began our tour, we very quickly left those brick buildings for houses made out of roofing metal. We kept walking even farther. I took a step over this creek of black sludge filled with trash. Next thing I know, I take a few more steps and glance down this alleyway that seemed like it would never end. These shacks just never ended. But things looked up when I took a step into the Cliptown Youth Project. That's where we had turf grass, classrooms, computers, modern things that those students could use to further their education. After we concluded our tour of the Cliptown Youth Project, we had the opportunity to spend some time with the individuals that were a part of that program. And that's where I met Amu, a beautiful 12-year-old girl that has endless dreams. I can honestly say this opportunity that I had to talk with Amu was the best moment in my life. I was able to sit and listen to her tell me about the Zulu language, teach me songs that she had learned, and even watch her smile grow as I told her about my own life. But something else I noticed while I was standing there, because I was devoting my attention fully to her, I noticed that that blue shirt she was wearing was tattered and had holes in it. Probably hadn't been washed. Look a little bit farther, look at her closer. She looks so frail that she might be 8 years old, but she's actually 12. Look at her flip-flops, who are very well broken in. Which caused me to think, because I'm standing there in a brand new pair of shorts, clean t-shirt, and I have access to anything that I need to make my dreams come true. This moment hit me hard because I knew that I had everything that I needed, but this girl in Cliptown did not. I take the things that I have for granted, but she does not. Amu is a beautiful 12-year-old girl that has endless dreams and is not afraid to go after them and achieve them. I walked out of Cliptown that day with one video, 2 pictures, and a full mind. I found myself thinking the next night, what other moments have I missed out on because I was too busy being behind the lens of that camera? Was it valuable teammate bonding time, making friendships at church camp? Maybe even watching my dog romp in the snow for the very first time? Hanging out with my friends? What other moments have I missed out on because I was too busy behind that camera? This hit me hard because I knew that I needed to pay more attention to what was going on right in front of my face. Here recently, I've realized that I've also let some friendships go during this year, so I've been working to gain those back. And one thing that I noticed is when I'm talking with those friends, they leave their phone laying on a table and don't touch it for an entire conversation. While I, on the other hand, am picking up my phone, mindlessly checking Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, trying to see what anybody else in this world is doing, and not devoting my full attention to that person sitting right across the table from me. This has caused me to want to pay more attention to those people in front of me. Seeing those people fully engaged in our conversation makes me want to be fully engaged as well. One of my favorite quotes is progress, not perfection. Never will I ever be able to give my attention to one thing and never let it waver. But I can try. Each and every day, I have to set a goal for myself to maybe touch my phone one less time during a conversation. Maybe that's to take a few less pictures. It's those tiny steps that we take in progress towards our goal that really make the big difference. So Virginia FFA, as we go to end this 89th annual Virginia FFA State Convention, I ask you, how can you be more present in your day-to-day life? How can you take the time out of your day to talk to those people that you run into but never speak to? Virginia FFA, how will you make your mark on the world? By living in the moment.
Alice, I don't think I know anyone who loves Christmas trees quite as much as you do. Thank you for always watching over us and being our team mom. Whether it was washing my official dress for me, taking care of the dishes, or taking pictures of this crazy family, you always made sure we were okay. Your constant strive for perfection always kept us asking, what can we do better? I wish you the best of luck at Clemson, and feel free to visit us cool kids at Virginia Tech anytime.
Alice, from our love for trees to wanting to teach ag, I think we were meant to be friends before we even met. Your heart for service and commitment are admirable. Literally 75% of the pictures in this slideshow are taken by you. Your selflessness about documenting things so that those in the future can enjoy them is amazing. On 17 different occasions, I emailed you at midnight asking for something and you got it right to me. You've also shown me what patience looks like and how well you put up with all of us. Even though you won't be joining us next year as a Hokie, I know you'll do a wonderful job teaching ag and making a positive impact on the world. It's been a pleasure serving with you, and I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Alice, the one teammate who shows a love for back roads and any mountainous terrain. Your organization and promise are a couple things I admire about you, and know that they will help you as a Clemson Tiger. I respect you that you know what you want to be when you grow up, and I know you'll make your way back to us in Virginia eventually. Have fun in South Carolina while it lasts.
Alice, I don't know what I love more, your mom's home cooking or your neighbor's over hospitality. Your ability to plan a workshop, eat breakfast, and take the courage to Patrick County is beyond me. Your determination is one to be revered. It's also amusing to watch when working with ag students that aren't as down home as they are employed.
Many claim to have a failing love, but a faithful person who can find. Alice, thank you for sticking by us this year. Your passion to get things done and stick to what you believe is second to none. Your love for all FFA members reaches as far as the winding roads of Floyd, but your future will be very bright at Vincent. Make your mark always, Brittany.
Alice, you have lived and breathed pictures this year, and for that I am thankful. Remember that one time on your birthday when we hid that snake under your pillow? Even though you weren't that terrified, you're still welcome for all of our reptile jokes. We appreciate your willingness to cooperate with us boys, well, being boys. Your laugh and accent definitely give us opportunities to pick on you. And yes, we do take those opportunities, but only because we love it. Thank you for always being a good listener and communicator. You are an outstanding individual who has awesome goals set for yourself. Good luck on being a Tiger, and don't forget you're home with all of us. Stay true, stay you, Zach.
Thank you for being a solid rock our team could always depend on. You definitely kept us organized and focused, and your servant heart truly shines. Thank you for all that you have done for our team, especially teaching us how to drive on curvy roads properly. But most importantly, for teaching us to be committed to what we value most. Love always, Zach, Daniel, Morgan, Ryan, Garrett, and Brittany. Virginia FFA, your 2014-2015 Virginia FFA State